a showcase of the outdated upright Tyrannosaurus posture.
Just follow my moves and sneak around. Be careful not to make a sound. Shh. No, don't touch that.
Hey Mighty Dino fans, LBT75 here, and today we're going to do another reaction video on something on YouTube, and it's called Valley of the Thick Rex from RickRaptor Reviews. I don't know if I could, but I don't know what type of language is this. I mean, did he really do this? But yeah. So before we get into this video, I just wanted to say that I am not a huge fan of RickRaptor. I have never been a big fan of RickRaptor because back in the 2000s decade, RickRaptor used to be good with his videos on Primeval to prove that RickRaptor is a humongous Primeval fan. So yeah, those are the good things that I used to like about RickRaptor back in the day. But now in the decade, within 2020 or distance, but I'm just not a huge fan of RickRaptor. So, sorry, never a fan of him. And some of his new videos are... I just do not like any of them. Except for the Dino Time review and the Walking with Dinosaurs 3D review. Those are the only videos I like of RickRaptor. As well as Tarbosaurus The Mightiest Ever. That used to be my favorite one. But as for the others, I don't like the rest. So yeah. If you're a RickRaptor fan and if you put negative comments in my videos saying that I'm biased over things, then that comment in that video will be deleted and will be gone forever. So if you're a RickRaptor fan and don't want to say bad things about it, then stop watching this video. Thank you. Because I don't like people who go on my channel and start attacking me for no reason. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's...
The Chonk Chart. A fine boy.
Prehistoric Park.
He
When
chonked.
Dinosaurs Roamed America.
A heckin'
Walking with
chonker.
Dinosaurs.
Hefty
Primeval.
chonk. Mega
Jurassic
chonker.
Series.
Oh Lord, he coming!
Valley of the T-Rex aired on Discovery Channel on the evening of September 10th, 2001.
A year after When Dinosaurs
It
Roamed
was so
America.
bad that on the following day 3,000 people died.
What?
This is the tale of one of the most controversial characters of dinosaur paleontology, John Horner, commonly known as Jack Horner, because he doesn't know jack shit. Okay.
Great joke,
To
buddy.
be fair, Jack
Great
Horner
joke.
has contributed a lot to dinosaur paleontology. He discovered and studied dinosaur eggs and babies at the fossil site now known as
I
Egg
actually
Mountain.
agree.
You know the duckbill Maiasaura? That was him.
Yeah.
He also discovered several other North American late Cretaceous dinosaurs like Ionosaurus and Ankylosaurus.
Exactly. Yeah. Alkalosaurus. Which Jurassic Fight Club does not know what it's doing. Instead of taking the actual animal and putting it in the show, they used Alkalosaurus and named it Pachyrhinosaurus by having a horn on its nose for no fucking reason. This is why I don't like about Jurassic Fight Club. They like to fuck up dinosaurs and make them as scary as can be. If you guys nitpick on my favorite dinosaurs, such as Jurassic World and Speckles the Tarbosaurus, for having inaccurate dinosaurs, then wait until you see Jurassic Fight Club in my new videos coming soon. So stay tuned for that, Mighty Dino fans.
On Jurassic Park, and if it wasn't for him, the raptors in that movie would have acted way more lizard-like.
Yeah.
He even made a cameo
Like I
appearance.
said, dinosaurs are not lizards. Dinosaurs are reptiles. Birds and crocodilians. Sure, some lizards could look like dinosaurs, but that's just besides the point.
Jurassic World.
What?
You finally did it, man.
Is he like Stan Lee from the Marvel? Yeah. This is the Marvel Cinematic Universe all over again, where Stan Lee appears in every other Marvel movie. Not just the MCU by itself, but any other Marvel movie. He also made an appearance in Teen Titans Go to the movies, which is the saving grace.
Horner also had some more questionable ideas, like wanting to genetically modify chickens to give them teeth and a tail.
But your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
It's like he didn't watch the very same movie he was consulting on. He's also infamous for his hypothesis that Nanotyrannus, Sticky Moloch, and Tauros.
That's from Dinosaurs Decoded, another National Geographic documentary, which I totally like. It's one of my favorite dinosaur documentaries growing up. Yeah, this is where National Geographic used to be good, alongside Discovery Channel. But now in the days, both National Geographic and Discovery Channel really went downhill with their depictions of discoveries and all that stuff. Especially with Dino Hunters.
Were just growth stages of Tyrannosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, and Triceratops.
That's bullshit. That is complete bullshit. Next.
We are jumping back into the past, to his magnum opus, the thing that cemented him as the primary antagonist of every dinosaur fan that grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. That other dinosaur disaster of 2001.
I would say that Spinosaurus is definitely...
Oh yeah, Jurassic Park 3. Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying, I wouldn't call Jurassic Park 3 the worst dinosaur movies ever made, but it's one of the weaker dinosaur movies. Because everything in this movie is... Yeah. I used to like Jurassic Park 3 when I was a kid, but looking back at it, it's not that good at all. It's not that good. So, yeah. I'm going to review Jurassic Park 3 next in my LBT review. So, yeah. I'm going to do it some other video, so... Stay tuned for that, Mighty Dino fans.
What an asshole are you if a mainstream Hollywood movie picks you as the scientific advisor?
Exactly. Rick, I actually agree with you on this part. Jack Horner, you're such a jerk. But not actually a jerk. I just do not like you being disrespectful to dinosaur paleontology and all that stuff. That goes for Ken Hovind. Ken Hovind is an actual jerk. He's been beating a dead horse on science, and he doesn't want to stop.
Which means that people will take your word for granted, and instead of actual education, you're using this exposure to push your bullshit personal agenda. This is how you create people like Ollie Rock-On, and you know Horner just revels in all the salt.
Yep.
Sixth graders, fourth graders, I mean, they're adamant. I mean, they throw things at me. I mean, they just don't believe it at all.
Exactly. I actually agree. It's good that they make fun of you, Horner, because you don't know about T-Rex being another character. Instead, you just portrayed it as a scavenger, just to kill other corpses and being this dumb, lumbering animal. Like, Tyrannosaurus is not a lizard, dude. He's a big bipedal reptile which runs fast like a bird, see well like human beings, and his arms are tiny, which means he can carry things and all that stuff. I am a huge Tyrannosaur fan. Yeah, if you're going to nitpick on my favorite Tarbosaur, Tyrannosaur dinosaur like Tarbosaurus, I'll be pissed off and just, yeah.
He is the only scientific consultant in Valley of the T-Rex. This is a propaganda piece that only shows one side of the disagreement, while conveniently omitting all its criticisms. It would be like if a documentary about feathered dinosaurs was made by only one person who believes that all feathered dinosaur fossils are fake. Let's see how long it...
That's bullshit. Mega bullshit. Feathers are not made to be fake and all that stuff. Feathers are made from soft tissues and been found on any single theropod dinosaurs, particularly smaller guys like RickRaptor, Tyrannus, Sinosauropteryx, and Archaeopteryx, etc.
Till Valley of the T-Rex states something inaccurate.
For over 100 years, we've lived with the image.
Hold on.
A 6-ton death machine called Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And that's wrong. The very first sentence of this documentary is wrong. This was released in 2001 and Tyrannosaurus Rex was in 1905. So no, at that point in time it had not been over 100 years.
Exactly.
2001 was also the year when dinosaurs roamed America.
Yeah, that's from When Dinosaurs Roamed America, which I personally enjoy. One of my favorite dinosaur documentaries. Right up there with Walking with Dinosaurs, Dinosaur Planet, Dinosaur Revolution, Planet Dinosaurs, and Dinosaurs Decoded. Sorry.
Came out. And it had its visual effects done by the same studio. So they actually reused the models of Quetzalcoatlus and Anato Titan.
Yeah, the animation, which was later done in the Speckles movies. Yeah.
There's even some stock footage from When Dinosaurs Roamed America itself with an edgy filter thrown on top of it. Anytime they have a completely new scene, the CGI rendering is noticeably worse. The sound effects are also just bear noises.
Sound King Network was right. He actually made a rant on Valley of the T-Rex. I actually like his rant on Valley of the T-Rex. I'll put a link down below so you could see the rant on Valley of the T-Rex. Because that documentary is... I don't know what to say.
From When Dinosaurs Roamed America itself with an edgy filter thrown on top of it. Anytime they have a completely new scene, the CGI rendering is noticeably worse. The sound effects are also just bear noises.
Yeah. I mean, why don't those bear noises just shut up? Shut up!
And that one super annoying dinosaur sound that I hear way too often.
That noise is so cringy. What the hell? It is so cringy!
For all the Tyrannosaurus scenes, they created a new model, just so they can later juxtapose it with Horner's alternative model.
Come with me, we'll go back down to the Cretaceous.
Yep.
Who do you think you are? You are not Nigel Marven. You are not even Sam Hamilton.
Exactly.
There's only a tiny bit of actually interesting stuff in this documentary, like the excavation of new Tyrannosaurus material.
Named G-Rex.
That was a Giganotosaurus, a G-Rex, if you like.
And a showcase of the outdated upright Tyrannosaurus posture.
Just follow my moves and sneak around. Be careful not to make a sound. Shh. No, don't touch that.
But the
I like that
majority
line.
is Jack Horner's
that
flawed
line.
arguments. The outdated upright
Yeah,
Tyrannosaurus
I like
posture.
that. I like
Just
that.
follow my moves and sneak around. Be careful not to make a sound. Shh. No, don't touch that.
But the majority is Jack Horner's flawed
One of my
arguments.
favorite lines.
First thing that struck me was how short the ulna and the radius were. When predatory animals fight, they have to be able to jump around. They tip over, they hit the ground, they jump back up again, they fight some more. Tyrannosaurus Rex couldn't do that.
Then why are you showing it? Why are you saying the whole fucking thing, Horner? Why are you saying this? Just why?
What the? You're saying this as we literally see a reconstruction of how it can get back up despite its small arms.
Tyrannosaurus Rex with its tiny little arms, can't grab anything, can't even put his hands together, can't reach his mouth, can't do anything but scratch his belly.
Oh yes it can. It could use his arms for anything. Sure, the arms may be small, but the arms are small compared to a human arms. They're actually useful and all that stuff. Yeah, the arms of a Tyrannosaurus compared to a human arm. Like that. Imagine humans with 2 fingers. They'll be like Tyrannosaur arms and all that stuff. So, Tyrannosaurus arms are useful, not useless. So, Horner, sorry, scratch it.
Jerk off.
The issue is obvious. You do not need long grasping arms when you have a giant head with powerful jaws and serrated teeth.
They were relying on their head to do the killing.
You know which dinosaurs have even shorter arms? Carnotaurus.
Exactly.
Terror birds. Do all these
Exactly.
things have to be scavengers as well?
Oh, and not just those dinosaurs in a way. We got Majungatholus, Rugops, Scorpionator, and... oh, Tarbosaurus. Those are the dinosaurs that have really tiny arms as well. And even Allosaurus. Yeah. So if you think T-Rex's arms are too useless for those arms, then you are still wrong. So...
hell,
yeah.
many modern carnivores like wolves and crocodiles have no grasping hands either. The small
Nope.
arms are probably Horner's most ignorant argument. It's like saying falcons cannot be predators because they don't look like this.
Ah, that's
Tyrannosaurus
ridiculous.
Rex was either a really slow runner or just a walker.
Oh, shut
If you
up.
look at the characters that we see in the hind legs of Tyrannosaurus, I don't think there's any question at all that in spite of its massive size, this is an animal that was built for speed, and it's an animal that in fact could outrun any of its potential prey in its world.
To be fair, the maximum speed of Tyrannosaurus is something that seems to be still
Compared to Claire running in high heels in Jurassic World, which is probably the best shots in the movie.
discussed. Some studies have it as high as 40 kilometers per hour, others as low as 11, considering its prey animals were also massive dinosaurs.
That's a scene from when dinosaurs roamed America, like Triceratops, the Struthiomimus, and the Quetzalcoatlus.
It might not have even needed to run very fast. I've heard there's also this radical new concept called ambush hunting.
With legs that weren't designed for speed and arms that were basically useless. Jack hypothesizes that T-Rex wasn't able to kill much of anything.
Not being able to run does not automatically mean that you aren't capable of killing at all.
So you're saying that the T-Rex's jaws was not meant to kill anything and all that stuff? Are you serious? Are you serious, Jack Horner? And also, yeah, Speckles the Tarbosaurus did a better job than this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I have to compare some shit things to Speckles the Tarbosaurus as one of my favorite dinosaur movies of all time. Second being my second favorite dinosaur movies of all time. But really, Jack...
that Tyrannosaurus Rex did not have much of a sense of sight.
The skull of Tyrannosaurus is very narrow in the snout region, which allows the eyes to face forward, giving it stereoscopic vision.
Among modern animals, forward-facing eyes are found either in predators that have to tell the distance to their prey animal, or tree-climbing animals that have to tell the distance to the next branch. And Tyrannosaurids do not look like tree climbers to me.
They
Look
are
right
not
here,
monkeys.
the olfactory lobe is huge. So from this we can see that T-Rex couldn't see well, but it had a tremendous sense of smell.
You know what other animal is well known for its good sense of smell? Wolves! And wolves are famous for being scavengers.
This is the sacrum of a Triceratops, and this particular sacrum has a bunch of big puncture marks in it. This particular bone is evidence that Tyrannosaurus Rex ate meat. It's not, however, evidence that Tyrannosaurus Rex killed anything.
On that note...
oh, yes, it did. It kills dinosaurs like Triceratops and Ankylosaurus.
We also have Triceratops bones with healed bite marks, showing that the Tyrannosaurus attacked a living Triceratops. Wanna talk about those, Jack?
We can see
Exactly.
that T-Rex was a bone
He doesn't want to
crusher.
talk about
You know
any of
which
that.
animals are also famous for being able to crush bone? Hyenas. And
Exactly.
even though Horner refers to them as scavengers, hyena packs actually hunt up to 95% of their food. If anything, they should be his analogy for raptors. And Horner's raptors are the most deadliest, coolest predators.
Seriously. And why does this scene have to take place in the dark? Shouldn't it be lighter and all that stuff? We barely see the dinosaur models between the Velociraptor and this unknown duckbill hadrosaur. I don't know what its name is.
in the world because they differ from T-Rex in every way imaginable.
This animal is designed to kill things.
This is like comparing a wolf and a bear and then saying the bear is incapable of hunting because it's not built like a wolf. Theropods come in different size classes and have different anatomy because they hunt different prey in different ways. How does this binary hunter-scavenger classification work with medium-sized theropods like Ceratosaurus or Allosaurus?
Allosaurus had never seen such bullshit before.
think it's bad science to say that something may have happened, that T-Rex may have been a predator and a scavenger.
But that's how it is in every single modern ecosystem. An ecosystem with giant herbivores needs a giant carnivore that feeds on them. And that carnivore cannot rely on just hoping that those herbivores happen to die in its vicinity.
T-Rex was a kind of animal that got to a carcass second. The predators get there first, they get the meat.
If T-Rex is not the predator of these giant herbivores, who is? The raptors? Even a pack of raptors wouldn't be able to kill giants like Triceratops and Titan. Jack, have you been a ghostwriter of Jurassic Fight Club?
Today's vulture is one of the world's premier scavengers. It can smell a meal up to 25 miles away.
There's also a little detail about vultures that you're missing. They can fly! A vulture can soar for dozens of miles to find a carcass without wasting any energy. A giant T-Rex has to walk from each carcass to the next one, and sooner or later it would starve on the journey. If there's any prehistoric animal that could theoretically have been a pure scavenger, it would be a kind of pterosaur.
All I've been trying to do is get people to think about doing science objectively. I don't care if T-Rex was a predator. Show me some evidence.
We have... Actually, remember that time that I did a video where I did the Jack Horner show me some evidence things, and I showed the T-Rex from When Dinosaurs Roamed America? It's here in the video. It's here on my channel. Go check it up. I'll put a link if you haven't noticed. So, yeah.
Growth of bone around this spine as well as around some of the tooth puncture marks on these adjacent ones, indicating that this animal survived the attack.
And in fact, no one even had evidence to suggest that it was a predator.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
There's just not a smoking gun.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
Because I don't think there's any evidence for it being a predator.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
And until someone comes up with that evidence, I don't think we should say that.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
The best thing that we can say based on the evidence is that T-Rex was 100% scavenger.
Yep. Jack Horner is beating a dead horse. He is literally beating a dead horse on Tyrannosaurus Rex. And he probably still does it.
Indicating that this animal survived the attack.
I think it's really important that we use our evidence and state what the evidence says, and don't go beyond that.
Oh, shut up, dude.
You need to shut the fuck up!
T-Rex was 100% scavenger, and don't go beyond that. 100% scavenger.
Yep. Jack Horner is beating a dead horse. Literally.
You dumb fucking cretin. You fucking fool. Absolute fucking buffoon. You bumbling idiot. Fuck you.
We look at hyenas, we look at turkey vultures, or any of the vultures. They're nasty looking. They're vile looking. They're just awful looking.
In regards to hyenas, that seems...
Are you making fun of animals too, and not just T-Rex? Jack Horner. No. I cannot accept it. I cannot accept this bullshit that you're doing right now, Horner. It's pretty fucking serious.
Completely subjective. Hyenas don't scare away other animals because those other animals perceive them as ugly. They scare them away because hyenas live in packs and have a powerful bite.
If I were going to paint a picture of Tyrannosaurus, it would have a red head, it would be really gnarly looking.
Honestly.
Yeah, that Tyrannosaur model. Oh, that Tyrannosaur. It looks hideous. It looks like they ripped him straight from Primal Carnage, the video game. This is probably the worst Tyrannosaur models I have ever seen. I can simply deal with either Speckles the Tarbosaurus and Dino King during the Fire Mountains Tyrannosaur models, but I cannot simply deal with the Tyrannosaur models in Valley of the T-Rex.
This super bulky T-Rex with the red head could be a cool design. Hell, Primal Carnage may have been inspired by it. And of course...
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy!
But this thing seems more appropriate for a horror movie, not a documentary.
Which a year later, that Dinosaur Planet took an inspiration from a Rex and then they just put it in some episodes of Dinosaur Planet where Lil Das's hunt in the ending. They have to take the model and then just put it in Dinosaur Planet, make it like a juvenile.
Especially when it's clear that Horner's depiction isn't actually trying to be the most realistic one, but just the most unappealing.
You
Exactly.
now see an animal that can't run fast. It's got
This
short little
Tyrannosaur
arms,
looks
can't really
ugly
catch
looking.
anything. It has to be a really nasty-looking, vile creature.
Yep. Like Monsters Resurrected, they make the dinosaur look more scary as opposed to realism, and I like Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I cannot like this T-Rex. Yeah.
Some pretty gross features on it. T-Rex would have been big, nasty, and stinky. That's
Yep, you're still insulting the T-Rex.
my idea of T-Rex.
That eye looks so fake, I can only assume it's a glass eye to replace a lost one. Also, good job on covering its head in scars, because that means this dinosaur got into a lot of fights. Which seems like it would contrast with Horner's idea of a T-Rex that isn't capable of anything. And which T-Rex image is complete if it doesn't roar towards the sky. Wait a minute. A massive bulky T-Rex who is constantly roaring and has a red head with a scarred face?
Wow.
Could it be?
Oh boy.
It's One Eye! He's alive! I knew he could survive something as minor as a mosasaur attack. It must have carried him all the way from Asia to North America. Who knows how many years he spent here, but Jesus Christ did he let himself go.
Speckles, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick. And the
Well,
cock of my ass cheeks keeps
At least he only appeared there just for, and that's it. At least he's not bothering Speckles and any other Tarbosaur characters ever again. After the first movie.
Raptors.
At least this solves the problem of wasting too much energy walking from carcass to carcass. Because
Exactly. This is the origin story of One Eye from Speckles the Tarbosaur. So, good job on that origin story, RickRaptor. Good job.
we all know One Eye can teleport. And he seems to be enjoying his life in the exile. So I think it's best to leave him in peace.
Exactly.
We all know he won't come back for the Speckles sequel.
Yeah. Oh, and I did a review on Speckles the Tarbosaurus too. Oh, no. Dino King Drain of Fire Mountain. I remember doing a review on this movie in my channel. A spoiler review. I might do an update or re-review of Dino King Drain of Fire Mountain soon. So stay tuned for that. I might do a re-review of this movie again. So I can analyze the detail and all that type of stuff. So, yeah.
Anyway. The last time Horner pushed this scavenger bullshit was in the 2004 documentary T-Rex, Warrior or Wimp. And he's repeating exactly the same stuff he has always said.
Yep. Still beating a dead horse.
When we look at, the actual arms, we can see that T-Rex couldn't put its arms together, has very little motion on them, probably couldn't do any more than scratch its belly after it ate.
Can't do anything but scratch his belly.
Probably couldn't do any more than scratch its belly after it ate.
What the hell, dude? You're still beating up this dead horse on Tyrannosaurus Rex. Go screw yourself, Horner.
Exactly the same. He's literally reciting a fucking script he wrote for himself several years prior. They even had to drag out Ken Carpenter again to present the same evidence from 8 years earlier.
But it's this trough that's been cut through this bone that's most intriguing. Because we can
If
actually...
anything, this guy is a better paleontologist than Jack Horner. Jack Horner, go screw yourself.
take the tooth of a Tyrannosaurus Rex and put it right in there. It just fits so perfectly.
The bone could only have rehealed if the animal was alive. And if the animal was alive, that made the T-Rex a predator. It was something so obvious. Yet everyone else had missed it.
All this time, the answer to the question of whether T-Rex was a scavenger or predator was just in my backyard, practically.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Okay, all the other things I pointed out like eyesight, bite force, speed and just basic ecology still apply. At least T-Rex, Warrior or Wimp finally revealed the mystery behind it all.
Exactly. I actually agree.
I went out looking for duck-billed dinosaurs about 5 years ago and started finding nothing but T-Rex.
What?
T-Rexes. I don't like it much.
Yes, there it is. Jack Horner has a personal vendetta against Tyrannosaurs because he's a duckbill fanboy. Wow, he really is like Ollie Rockhorn.
No wonder he made the Spinosaurus kill the Tyrannosaurs in Jurassic Park 3, which pissed off a lot of people, even myself included. I was a bit disappointed when the T-Rex finally lost and all that stuff. Because as a kid, I used to like Spinosaurus beating Tyrannosauruses, but when I realized that that's not the animal that I was mostly menting. Spinosaurus was actually a fish eater, not a meat eater, not actually a killer and all that stuff. Spinosaurus is still a killer, but he's most likely a killer of fish. No, nothing else. That's it. Unless if it wants to fight dinosaurs like Carcharodontosaurus and Rugops, so yeah. This is exactly why I like about Tarbosaurus, an Asian relative of Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, Tarbosaurus is now officially my favorite dinosaurs of all time. Yeah, next to Spinosaurus, Pachyrhinosaurus, Deinonychus, Carnotaurus, and etc. I still like dinosaurs up to this date, but let's move on.
All I've been trying to do is get people to think about doing science objectively.
T-Rexes. I don't like it much.
Doing science objectively.
Jesus Christ.
Nowadays, Jack Horner is busy smashing fossil dinosaur eggs with a hammer. Supposedly, he never actually believed the scavenger idea himself and just wanted to inspire people to think more critically. And you know what? If his goal was to demythologize the popular image of Tyrannosaurus Rex as a super awesome predator, to point out that pretty much every carnivorous animal can only survive by doing both hunting and scavenging, that would have been fine. But that is not what he did. He went for the absolutist route that T-Rex would have been
100% scavenger.
And made sure to degrade it as much as possible.
T-Rex would have been big, nasty, and
Stop
stinky.
insulting T-Rex, dude.
Pretty gross features on it.
Probably couldn't do any more than scratch its belly after it ate.
You need to shut the fuck up!
And by calling the traditional theories bad science and his much more easily disproven ideas the correct science, he was making a mockery out of the entire field of paleontology. He is either an ill-informed crazy man or a masterful troll. And I think neither makes for a very good scientist. But at least he has finally moved on from the stupid scavenger thing.
Exactly. From the dino chicken.
So that is the T-Rex that we have for the
Holy cow.
We have a
That's
nasty looking scavenger.
Oh, shut up already!
Is that for Madagascar too?
I think Moto likes you.
Oh boy.
Here he comes.
Ooh. I like. Man, this is hilarious. RickRaptor, good job on this. Good job.
Goodness, girl, you huge.
Who's your friend? Or is that your butt?
Girl, you as quick as you are after.
So you're Moto.
The name's so nice, you say it twice.
I kinda like it, Fatso.
I'll see you around, girl. It won't be hard because you so plump and
Yeah, and that's just the video on my reaction on Valley of the T-Rex and of RickRaptor and RickRaptor reviews and all that stuff. Yeah. So RickRaptor, if you're watching this video is for you. I just wanted to apologize and all that stuff, and this video wasn't meant to attack you and all that stuff. It's just my expression and all that stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Valley of the T-Rex. I kind of find this video pretty interesting in my opinion, because most of his points were kind of true and common, and helping Jack Horner stop beating this dead horse on Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is kind of true. Jack Horner is literally beating this dead horse and all that stuff on Tyrannosaurus. So this is probably the best videos. I kind of like this video, unlike the Fallen Kingdom and Speckles reviews. Speckles videos, because those videos suck. I do not like the Speckles the Tarbosaurus review of RickRaptor. I have to say that it's probably one of the worst videos he has ever done in 2018. It really got under my skin so hard that most RickRaptor fans will go to my channel and spam comments in front of my videos and all that stuff. So yeah, I do not like the Speckles the Tarbosaurus review. That goes for the Fallen Kingdom review as well. I do not like that video as well. So yeah. Out of all the RickRaptor videos, this is probably the best videos that he has ever done, alongside the Walking with Dinosaurs movie, Tarbosaurus The Mightiest Ever, and Dino Time. So yeah. So if you guys are new to the channel, yeah, please sure to subscribe and all that stuff. And because if you're a fan of my channel, please do not go out spamming hate to this guy. This is just my rare thing. So if you're not a RickRaptor fan, please don't go out and spamming hate comments to this guy at all. This is just my rare thing. So anyways, LBT75 here. See you guys next time.